Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is a Bat Chat 155-55, the Tier 9 French SPG. It's located on the westbourne of Airfield and it's under the command of Crown Monkey. But unfortunately this is another troll video. In fact, it's a team killer video. And you're going to see an Arty team killed. And we didn't think it was possible, but there were certain circumstances where you could be team killed. Now, Crown Monkey's not going to get team killed, thankfully, but he's the one who's actually passed us on the information. No, the person who's going to get killed is that M53, M55, and he's headed off the cliff edge. Crown Monkey's taking up position here behind these bushes, and he's just turning his turret to fire at the enemy. The team killer is an IS-22. Now, due to the mod faults, you can't see it at the moment, but he is making his way over in this direction. And, well, Crown Monkey has just been hit by a round from Alfonso 1. He's the team killer. And you can see he's suddenly appeared. Now you can see he actually ignores Crown Monkey. We lose sight of him temporarily, but he does come back into sight very shortly. And now I'm going to stop the video at this particular point. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to move over to this area of the map, so you can actually see what happens. There's Panama 2000. He's the Arty player. I'm going to stop out here, turn around, and there you go. There's Panama. And we just pull back slightly so you can see exactly what's happening. Okay, I'll start the game running again. And you can see Panama's right on the cliff edge, which I wouldn't advise people to do actually. It's much easier if you're slightly further inland, because then people like Alfonso can't do what he's about to do. He's come to the edge and he's pushed Alfonso over the Panama over the edge. And yes, he's fallen into the water. And of course, it's a very long drive to any sort of flatland where he can actually survive. So he is drowning at this moment, and he has drowned. Now the IS-22 also goes over the edge deliberately. He's already got a -1 against his name. I think you can see that up there. Alfonso 1, -1. And now he's going into the water. And now he's going to drown. Okay, so he's gone. Now that means that the team has currently showing -2, or there's 2 kills for the enemy, but both of those kills were carried out by Alfonso. So what we're going to do now is we're going to run the battle from here so you can see what the end of battle result was. At this moment, Crown Monkey is looking for a target to shoot at. He's found a Scorpion G on the lookout over there. He's fired a quick round in. Didn't get a hit there. I think it wasn't fully dialed in. That's the reason why he didn't get an accurate shot there. Crown Monkey couldn't intervene in these circumstances. In fact, he couldn't believe that the guy actually did push the Arty over the edge. And by the time he had done it, it was too late. It was already done. In fact, actually, there's now fruity conversation going on in chat, which I think you can probably see. But if you can't, run the chat back and then you'll see it. But certainly, everyone's been asked to report the IS-22 for team killing. He's trying to kill that E100, and it looks like the E100 has driven his way up that wall and kind of got himself stuck there. He's still driving forward, and that shot hits the rock, I'm afraid. The enemy Wizzy 132 dies a death. Crown Monkey's turning his turret towards the Rheinmetall Borsig Waffenträger on the south coast, who just got spotted. And he's taken some severe damage, that guy, so he's now down to only a couple of 100 hit points. And it looks like Crown Monkey is going to place a shell right on top of him. Rounds out. Direct hit wipes him out, and that's Crown Monkey's first kill of the game. We're now looking at an IS-22 on the enemy team, who's attacking our ISU-152, but he gets blown to pieces by Udez 1516, who ammo racks him. And we're now looking for another target because the enemy's now 5 tanks down. So Death Star, he's been severely hit. Rounds out, and that's a direct hit as well for 224. Remember, the alpha damage of this gun is 750, and it burst radius penetrates the 48mm of armor and burst radius of 8 meters. And he's looking around for targets, but they're running out. His teammates are being very efficient, lining up a shot on the Scorpion G. He's trying to get the engine deck. He aims for the engine deck, and it splashes nearby. 243 though. And there goes the Scorpion G, so he's out the game. Only 5 enemies remain. The Death Star's hiding behind the rocks, so we can't get a shot on him. Our guys are moving in, trying to locate the enemy Arty. One's been seen behind the cat, but he might not still be there. Probably will be there. Yes, he is there, actually. And there's the other one. It's the GW Tiger. Rounds out. And that's another kill. 221 this time. There's a T-95 there about to be gangbanged by 4 tanks. Yeah, so that's going to be rather uncomfortable for him now. He's actually having rounds pumped into his rear at high speed. Don't bend over in the shower. Yes. And the K-91 there is hiding behind the rock, and he's the last of the enemy tanks. We fire a round in, and nearby hit splashes him for 21, and he gets the stun, so he'll pick up the stun assist. 1,477 stun assists. So that's the end of the game. Let's have a look and see what the end of battle results for this one were. Well, the end of battle result was that Crown Monkey got a 3rd class tanker in this game, and he also picked up a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. And, well, win 8 was 996. Not bad, but I think he was distracted by what was going on for a moment, and that's why he didn't pick up even more kills than he expected. The team score shows that there was only 2 deaths on his team in that game. The M53, M55 who was team killed, and the IS-2 who committed suicide after team killing. And that means that this would have been a 15-0 win, but for the fact that there was a team killer on the team. This is the team killer, Alfonso 1, and that is an anonymized name. So if we click on the name to see the true identity, it's CLLTR, or CIItronI 1, I think. Is that CIItronI 1 or CIItronI 1? He's the team killer. 33,000 battles, and he still hasn't learned to play the game properly or abide by Wargaming's rules. But that's the guy that will go on the mods so that other people can be aware of him. He's a team killer. If you see him in battle, yep, he's the one you've got to watch out for, because he's more than likely going to try and team kill an Arty. So, yes, he will be reported to Wargaming. I'm sure that most people have actually reported him already, but certainly Wargaming needs to do something about this person, because he's abusing the game, abusing the rules, and really he shouldn't be in it at all. There was no reason for him to attack that M53, M55. The poor guy didn't have a chance. He was chucked out of the game by being chucked over the cliff edge, Panama 2000. He was drowned against his will. He did get a hit on an enemy tank for 20 hit points of splash, but that was about it. And he only ends up with 3 more experience points than the team killer. And that seems a bit unfair as well. Maybe Wargaming ought to institute something which actually gives all of the experience to the person who was team killed, along with all the gold that the team killer actually has in his account at any one time. Yes, I think that would be fairer, and all his free experience as well. So yes, a team killer in the battle. So if you do see this player, I can still not get it right. CIItronI 1, or I think it's CIItronI 1. If you see that person, that's the team killer. Thanks for watching.